So one of my relative
Okay.
suggested me for this Oracle DBA role. So I started my
Hmm.
career journey from one of the startup in Chennai. So my monthly salary it was around 12K. College friend, seriously. So he told me about the data engineering profile. It should not be we need to learn everything. Okay, we should be strong
Hmm. Hmm.
whatever we are mentioning in the resume. I got the data engineer interview call from Amex from LinkedIn. So basically the first round it will be around took 1 hour. So there they will give the two SQL coding questions and then PySpark questions as well.
There is a very famous quote by Jim Rohn: successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. And our today's guest has literally justified this motivational quote. And to be very honest, I am personally really proud of him, and my entire team at Grow Data Skills is also really proud of him, because he's someone who is actually coming from a very tough background. Like, after graduating, he did not even get a single job via campus placement. He struggled for a couple of months to even get his first job, which was even just 1.5 lakhs per month. He also compromised with his aspiration, and just to support his family, he had to opt for the Oracle DBA role, which he definitely did not want to become in the beginning. And he worked on that profile, got stuck in service based company where 90 days notice period is a biggest challenge. And after all these challenges, when he decided that it is the time to get into the real engineering world, so he decided to get into the data engineering. And you won't believe, he is someone who actually transitioned from the Oracle DBA role to data engineer role, and recently started working at American Express. So in this podcast, he is going to share everything with you, how he did that and all the different kind of challenges he faced, how did he overcome it, and the roadmap, the interview process, whatever he followed and worked for him, he is going to share. So make sure, if you are an aspiring data engineer as well and looking for such motivations where people are transitioning from different background to data engineering, then this is a podcast you should watch till the very end. And if you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and press the notification icon as well for more such amazing stories. And if you are an aspiring data engineer and still struggling to get into data engineering because you do not know what to actually study, and you are lacking in those kind of core D skills which companies are demanding nowadays, you do not have good industry grade projects in your resume, and you don't even know data engineering in that kind of depth, then don't worry, because on my platform Grow Data Skills, I am running different kind of complete data engineering bootcamp, which will be from basic to advanced and proper multi-cloud based, like the dedicated one for the AWS, for Azure, for GCP. And in my data engineering bootcamp, I am teaching everything from basic to advanced, till the depth of every single demanded core D skills, including the Spark, Hadoop, Hive, SQL, Databricks, Snowflake, data modeling, data warehousing, Airflow, Kafka, MongoDB, Cassandra, then dedicated more than 15 industry grade projects, and along with that, proper doubt support and placement assistance. So if you want to become a top notch data engineer, want to learn top notch skills from my practical experience of working in the top product based companies, and want to land into good product based firm with the high salary packages, and all these things you want to learn and get at the super affordable pricing, then yes, Grow Data Skills is the kind of platform for you. So make sure to join my complete data engineering bootcamp with basic to advanced. Link has been given in the description, or you can visit www.growdataskills.com. And as I said, these boot camps are truly industry grade. You will be getting the certificate of completion as well, private Discord community to network with the fellow data engineers who are working here and there, and to network with them, plus getting all the amazing job opportunities with proper dedicated placement assistance. And I can assure you, if you are able to give your 100% to these boot camps, you will be interview ready and job ready at the same time. And even to help you for the interviews, we are giving so much of the content for the interview preparation, along with the quizzes, assignments, their solution for every single module, plus the interview preparation guide as well. So what are you waiting for? Hurry up and enroll right now. If you have any query, any doubt, you can always call us or drop a WhatsApp message on this given number. So join it, and I will see you in any of the boot camp which you have opted for. All right. So thank you so much, Kashi, for joining me. Really excited to have you here in this podcast, because I personally know how interesting, inspiring, and motivating your journey is into the data engineering domain. But it would be really good if you can give a short introduction about yourself to the audience who is watching you, like anything about your education background, where did you work previously, and where you are working currently.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me in this podcast, Shashank. So it's been a great long, so we will be planning. So finally, this is the day. So I'm Kasiviswanathan. I'm currently working as a data engineer in Amex. Yeah, I did my graduation in Bachelor of Computer Science in Government Engineering College.
Share something about your college time. I mean, when you were in, as you mentioned, you were from the computer science stream itself. So, how did it go for you during the college life? What were your actual aspiration, dream companies that time? And after that, how did you land into your first job and where it was exactly?
I got the college opportunity through my merit marks only. So I got into computer science. So I was a 2015 to 19 batch. So in my college second year and third year, I'm not much serious about DSA or everything. So okay. So at the end of the third year only, I got into know. So I just placed in any one of the MNCs like TCS, Infosys. That was my dream job. For for in fact, and then for to be honest as well. Okay. So for trying to getting a job in MNC is my biggest dream. So like what is the initial salary they are providing in MNC, that is enough for me. So like that, I just wanted to explore my career in IT. After my final year, so I thought of campus will be coming in my college. So it was quite a less campus interview. So I didn't make it. So after that, I was searching job for any jobs in IT roles. So one of my relatives
Okay.
suggested me for this Oracle DBA role. So I started my career journey from one of the startup in Chennai,
And the profile was Oracle DBA.
Oracle DBA, database
Okay.
administration. Yeah.
After like graduating from your college, how long it took for you to even get your first job, and let's say that was for DBA role as well. How long did it take?
Yeah, so it will take me to land a job in my first company. It will take around 4 to 5 months.
And talking about the compensation part itself, like as a Oracle DBA role, how much salary you were getting that time?
So that time while I was started my career journey in Oracle DBA, so my monthly salary it was around 12K.
Okay.
So the overall package was 1.8 lakhs. Yeah.
That was pretty less, to be honest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to know, as you said, right, during your college, even despite coming from the CS background, right? So when you, let's say, maybe due to some personal reasons as well, you opted for this Oracle DB role. So did you actually like it when you were there, or you were like, no, this is not something I was looking for when I was in the college? How was your first experience for next 1 and 2 years with the Oracle DBA profile?
Yeah, yes. So seriously, I was also dive deep into the developer role only. To be honest, so since in my completed my graduation also, I wanted to become a developer only. So I asked developer role in that company also, but the time concern. Okay, basically the time concern, they are providing me Oracle DBA. So without job, we can have one job, right? So for survival,
Right.
I obviously opt that job. So based on that, whatever you say in our like training, so learning is the best experience to evolve your skills, right? So like that, I started learning myself.
So how long you were in this Oracle DBA role? Like, did you switch company in between for you tried for the developer role, or for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years you were just stuck in this Oracle DBA role?
Yeah, basically I was stayed in the Oracle DBA role for 2 years in the first company.
Okay.
Then I made a switch to Infosys. There I will get some data engineering work, to communicate with the data engineering team in Infosys. My second company was in Infosys.
Okay.
So that time I started exploring about data engineering. Yeah.
For 2, 3 years you worked on the DB role, and when you switched to Infosys, so what was that moment actually you found this data engineering profile very interesting, and how did it generate that curiosity, and you thought that yes, this is the profile I will be now looking for and I can make my career into it? So how this thought transition actually happened?
So yeah, yes, Sasan, that hard transition. So I was after I was working with the database administrator in Infosys. So at one point of time, I thought I felt stuck. Okay, so I was doing the regular activities. So since I already told you, I want to work in a development. So to work with real time data. So to work with the real time business requirements to understand the all the things. So one of my college friend, seriously, so he told me about the data engineering profile. So he's also like a Oracle SQL developer. He got into a data engineering profile, luckily in one MNC. Okay, so first he knows only SQL development, so then he got into data engineering. He told me about data engineering. So then I have been excited about the role, and I started learning about that role also. After that, I was curiously watched all the videos. At one point of time, I found your videos in YouTube also. So that was a part of story.
When you actually decided that now you want to get into the data engineering role, what kind of step by step detailed roadmap did you follow for yourself? And when I say detailed roadmap, if you can guide the audience in terms of the skill sets of the data engineering which you prioritize and learn them sequentially, it will be really helpful for them for the transitions.
Yeah, so for the transitions, yeah, that was the basic fundamental steps we need to follow to get a data engineering role. So because we don't have prior experience to work in the project, so we need to build the projects as well. So first of all, that's what Shashank, I already told you. I started randomly watching YouTube videos. I was consuming more videos, so but I didn't get the enough roadmap. Okay, to how to land a job in as a data engineer. So then I started planning to do a course. Okay, so we have to get a course to start our data engineering experience like that. So we will get a job. So at that time, you launched that AWS data engineering course. I remember that was last year November time. So that was you included all the path. Okay. Basically, I took the roadmap of your AWS data engineering. I joined your core training as well. So it was 3 months. It's been 3 months of your guidance and training, everything, and then practical sessions and labs, and then you are giving the exercises and modules, and then we will be discussing about our exercises, and then Q&A sessions, everything. So simply I followed your training. So for the general audience, I can suggest like we need to focus on SQL and Python, and then PySpark. Any one of the cloud is fine. Okay. So like at that time, I thought okay, AWS is having evolving opportunities, more opportunities compared to other clouds. So at that time, you also launched. So I think that 2 points are met in a destination like that. I switched. I took your course, and then it was one of my. I think it a great decision.
Yeah, so it's not necessary that in the data engineering we have to learn every single thing, every tech stack, and that was my main focus area. That if someone is exactly at your place, so among the entire D tech stack, what would be those really important things which you emphasized a lot, right? Because we touched upon Databricks, Snowflake, Airflow, right, and a lot more things. So did you like thoroughly follow, did you also follow those thoroughly, and did you encounter those things as well in the interview, or just the SQL, Python, PySpark and AWS was good enough for you to crack the interview?
Yeah, like basically, yeah, which I in this question also you have the answer for that. So you told, so it's not necessary. So data engineering is a vast evolving technology. So every day there will be new technology also coming up. So in your training also you will cover up, but that interview perspective and then learning perspective, it should not be we need to learn everything. Okay, we should be strong whatever we are mentioning in the resume. Okay, so the main core skills which needed for data engineering is, so SQL is the fundamental, and for the querying and processing everything. And then the companies uses the PySpark nowadays. So currently they are using. So after that, so Python also for the data sets evaluating all these things. So and then we need to understand any one of the cloud. So basically I chosen AWS as well. So for orchestration work, Airflow. So what are all the things I have mentioned in my resume? So I have been consistently thinking about the skills whichever I was mentioning in the resume. So and then I was preparing based on that. So because I was building the projects which you have been told in our training. So based on that, what are the tools and the tech stack whichever I was used for the projects as well. So that's what I was mentioned. So it's not necessary to follow everything which was introduced in the data engineering field.
Now, moving on to very important question again, that okay, you acquired the right D skill sets, you worked on good projects, but the point was your previous background was in the Oracle DBA and the database admin role. So once you were good with the, let's say, D skills, how did you start applying for the jobs, right? And how did you start getting the interview calls? Since because of your background, did you face any challenge as well to get the interview calls? And one of the important thing, like in Infosys, you had a 3 months of notice period. So tell us more about that. How did you tackle these difficult circumstances?
Yeah, yes, Sasan. So basically, that's what I want to mention here. So it's not an easy path. So it will be very challenging because since you start a data engineer from your scratch, so also it will be as a senior data engineer, you have to face a lot of challenges. So as we are a cross domain, so we are working as a database administrator. So we are in the one level back end we are working. So we are indirectly working with these pipelines and then doing patches, all these things. So while we are trying to apply the jobs, I was also faced a lot of challenges. Then I was optimized my resume. So I was fixing my resume to like so whatever I have achieved in the ETL pipelines, all these things, whichever I have done for the business requirements, with the numbers I have mentioned in the resume, and then I have been consistently applying through LinkedIn and Naukri as well, and other platforms as well. So I was getting the started call from LinkedIn and Naukri as well. So I was started that 90 days notice period by using I was telling that hiring managers and everything about my tech skill and how I can contribute to the company as well. Yeah.
Were there companies who were directly rejecting your profile over the call or something due to your background as well? Like they mentioned, Kashi, you do not have the prior experience in data engineering and you work on the DBA profile, so we can't consider your job profile. So, did you face any rejection due to this reason?
No, it's not like that. So we are clearly explaining that I have started my career, but I have the data engineering experience as well. So then they gave me the chance. Okay, so to get an interview to explore my skills. So
Okay.
I didn't get rejected because of database administration skill set. So I was used that as my fundamental to tune the queries like performance tuning based on these activities. We are also following to do in databases as well in backend.
Okay. So, like, did you tune your resume like as per the data engineering skill set and the projects you worked on? Like, did you mention your some years of experience as a data engineer in your resume to get shortlisted and to get the interview calls?
Yes, Sasan. So, because earlier I told you, so I was communicating with the data engineering team and I started knowing about the projects, and as well, I was mentioning that the data engineering experience as well in my resume, and I have been clearly mentioned the database activities which I have been done for the data engineering activities, so which will be relevant to the job description.
Another very important question for you, that you coming from the DBA background, like interviewed for multiple companies, right, and for the data engineering role. So can you now share your complete and detailed interview experience, right? Maybe for American Express, as you got the D role there. How many rounds were there, and in each round, what kind of questions they were actually asking for the data engineering profile?
Yeah, yes, Sasan. So I got the data engineer interview call from Amex from LinkedIn. So that HR called me, and then she done a screening round. So in the screening round itself, she asked a few more questions about the data engineering projects and what are the projects currently you are working in, and what tech skills you have been experienced in that. So which cloud you are working on that, like that. Questions they did in screening round. So after that, she clearly mentioned each round like there will be 3 rounds. So first round, which will be you will get the coding plus project explanation. The second round, which will be deep dive into the technical skill set, and then it should be like managerial round. The third round will be in director round. So basically, the first round it will be around took 1 hour. So there they will give the two SQL coding questions, and then PySpark questions as well. One of the PySpark questions, so which will be medium only. That's what something you which will be got into from your training videos, all these things. So that will really helps me to crack that SQL coding interview. So I was priorly prepared for that. So that will be medium level questions, which will including Windows functions and aggregating the things. You need to use the conditions. Okay, based on that joining operations, we need to refresh that condition statements. After that, PySpark also by aggregating the data. So which customers will get the more compensation like that. So who will be the highest salary who are getting like that. So based on that, the questions will be like that. So after that, the second round will be deep dive into your projects, how you will be designing the pipelines. So what kind of data you are working in, which kind of files like CSV files or JSON files and Parquet files. So whether you are migrating the data from on-premises to cloud. So these are the
Okay.
high-level questions. So like based on that, it is totally depends on your project, whichever you are mentioned in your resume. So they will ask you about your project experience and your technical experience. So then the third round, which will
Okay.
include director round for behavioral questions. So whether you are fit into the Amex culture, so like what kind of projects they are doing, so what kind of data they are implementing in their company. So like that, the interview went.
So, like, how do you generally tackle those type of behavioral question where they ask, why are you looking for a change, right? And maybe somebody ask about your background as well, that you were working on the DBA profile. So, why are you thinking about like to move into data engineering? So, how do you generally answer these questions?
So basically, I will answer like because the curiosity of learning only thing, right, Sasank. So I want to explore my skills. So I don't want to be sit in a room like not like that. So I just explore my skill set, and I want to try new things. So it should be the environment should be challenging. Okay. So if you are stuck with the same kind of work, you will not learn anything. So even though the directors or managers, they will also be encouraging the people who wants to be learn every day, right? So that's the
Right.
trick. So I have been answered in that way, so to tackle those questions. Yeah.
And did you serve like your entire 3 months of notice period, or did you negotiate with your manager and got the early release?
Basically, yeah, I was tried to negotiate with my manager in the my previous organization, but in that was the mandate policy. We need to serve 90 days. But I spoke to the team and HR team with the Amex, and they are agreeing to serve the complete notice period, and then they changed my date to join with the organization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good because lots of companies are very rigid
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
getting the early release, maybe in 30 days, 40 days. And the company, right, where we are working, they are not willing to release us. So it becomes fairly challenging. So it's good to hear that Amex people agreed on your 3 months of notice
Yeah.
period. Did you also face the rejections in the interviews? I mean, like obviously interviewing for the data engineering role. Did you feel sometimes that this interview was very easy for me to crack, but I made some silly mistakes? I should not have done that, and I might have got a really good offer. Did it happen? Something like that?
Yeah, yes, definitely. In everyone, while trying to switch the job, so we will face rejection. So without rejections, we don't get the winning moment, right, Sasan? So obviously, it will happen to my end as well. So I started giving interviews with the MNCs like TCS, Wipro, and like Deloitte and EY. So initially, I was missed something. So it was something while the way I am explaining, or I didn't get that. Like that fire, so where I am missing. So after that I got one point, so how I am explaining my project, so that's the way I can tackle the interviews. So after one or two rejections, I got into know, okay, so this is the way I have to give the answers. The way of answering the questions to data engineering is different. We need to give the answers as a real-time data engineer, and then that real-time work we need to explain them clearly. So that's the thing I found that while I was facing rejections with these companies. Yeah.
You were actually bringing overall maybe 4 to 5 years of total experience. Maybe let's say it was in the DBA role, and you now transition into the company like MX for the data engineer role, and you might have interviewed with other companies as well. So in general and on average, right, how much average salary these companies are giving to the candidates who's bringing overall 4 to 5 years of experience, and that too for the data engineer role? If you can give that kind of a stat, it will be helpful for them.
Yeah, definitely, Sashank. So that so yeah, the salary ranges will be differ from service-based MNCs and product-based companies. So like these are Amex, EY, Deloitte, all these companies are finance sector companies. So they really pay well than core like service-based companies. So for example, you can say about 4 to 5 years of data engineering experience you will bring on the table. We can expect 20 to 30 lakhs. It's based on your previous experience, previous CTC and everything. Okay.
Cool. That's good. That's good. That's good to hear. Okay. Yeah, that is what I had to discuss with you, Kashi, and I must say it was really wonderful discussion. And you shared specifically your experience, that how did you overcome these situations, and how did you transition from the DBA role to the data engineering. Maybe just as a last note, I would like to ask one more thing. Was there any moment during this journey and transition life cycle where you had a self doubt on yourself that, okay, I'm coming from a very different background and data engineering is looking very challenging? Looks like I have made a wrong decision and I will not be able to transition into it. So, did you had those kind of thoughts? Plus, any suggestion you like to give those people who are having a very similar background like yours? If last word of wisdoms.
Yeah, definitely, Sasan. What you said is correct only. So, so whenever we start a new journey from our previous experience, so that will be definitely really challenging and then really self-doubting also. In between of studying and the late nights, all these things, I will also do self-doubts lot more. So, but at the end of time, God will make you a good destination for you. So, keep in that mind, and whoever hustling and whoever wants to try to make a transition from the, even though QA or support roles or non-technical roles or non-IT roles or even database administrators or developers. So making a you make mind as a one decision and then work for it and do for it. You will definitely deserve whatever you are want to deserve.
So yeah, thank you so much, Kashi, for joining us and sharing your wonderful experience. A big thanks from my side and the entire audience side, and also all the very best that you got your dream start, which you were looking for. I know, right, how much hard work you have put for this particular transition, and these things are not really easy to achieve because you have to be really consistent with your studies, learning process and everything. You have to give your 200%, 500%. So I'm really proud that you are part of this GDS family and you made this a successful transition. So really proud of you and really happy for your new journey.
Yeah, thank you, Sasang. It's my pleasure. I found you through YouTube or through YouTube, and something God makes me to join with you. So your training skill set and then everything, it will be very helpful me to transition my career. And also you played a very important role in my career as well. So big
Means
thanks
a
from
lot.
my side as well. Thank you so much, Sasang. Yeah.
Means a lot. Means a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is what I had for all of you in this amazing podcast. I'm pretty sure you have enjoyed this entire journey of Kashi, that how he was able to transition from the Oracle DBA to the data engineer role. If you find it inspiring and motivating, then make sure to give a like in the big numbers. And if you are new to the channel, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the notification icon as well. And again, repeating myself, if you are an aspiring data engineer and want to learn the core data engineering most demanding tech stack along with the industry grade projects, then you should definitely check out my complete data engineering basic to advanced bootcamp, which is multi-cloud driven. Link has been given in the description, or you can visit www.growdataskills.com. And in case you have any query or doubt, feel free to call or drop a WhatsApp message on this given number.